For the past 3 years, I've served on the District Teacher Evaluation Committee as part of the subcommittee responsible for writing the evaluation rubric now being used as part of the new evaluation system. As a National Board Certified teacher, I believe that setting high, well-defined standards for teachers not only identifies high-performing teachers, but more importantly, serves as a roadmap for continuous improvement of all teachers. Like any skill, improvement comes from practice, feedback, and more practice. As a committee, we studied the research, had thoughtful discussions with stakeholders, and considered the evaluation model favored by the state in order to develop a rubric that values what is considered best practice. We also worked to determine how VAM scores would factor into the overall evaluation. The frustration that we felt was that the rules, as communicated by the DOE, were subject to constant change and, despite repeated requests, were not conveyed in writing. The rules vary depending on whom you talk to at the DOE. It was virtually impossible to finalize the plan because the rules changed dramatically and frequently. Clearly, any new system needs to be piloted in order to uncover and correct systemic flaws. The opportunity to pilot the new system was withdrawn, and as a result, teachers are being adversely affected by a highly flawed system. At best, evaluations cannot be finalized until fall, after VAM scores have been calculated and reported to districts. This time frame does not allow districts time to staff schools appropriately and for teachers to make career moves which may be necessitated once their evaluation has been finalized. This year, because the DOE did not report VAM scores to the districts until well past the time frame identified in statute, teachers in many districts, including my own, still have no final evaluation more than a quarter of the way into the current school year. 4 years ago, I left my position at a magnet middle school, which continually earns a school grade of A, to accept the challenge of being a science coach at an elementary school which received an F during the 08-09 school year. Only teachers identified as high performers were eligible to apply for these coaching positions. My current school has a 48% mobility rate. 98% of our students are on free and reduced price lunch. 28% of our students are identified as having a disability which requires that they have an individual education plan. 35% are English language learners, and our students have high levels of absenteeism and excessive tardyism. In spite of the challenges faced by the students in my school, our 5th grade science scores exceeded both the district and the state averages during the 11-12 school years. However, science is not part of the VAM score, and as I am not a teacher of record for any of the students, 50% of my evaluation will be based on the school VAM score, over which I have no control. Despite my proven past record as a science teacher, including being named Science Teacher of the Year by the American Institute of Chemical Engineers, being nationally board certified in middle grade science, and being named runner-up Teacher of the Year in my district, my career, and possibly my future earnings, are being held hostage to a purely arbitrary VAM score, which in no way reflects my impact on student learning. My real concern, however, is not about how this affects me, but the fact that the use of the VAM score is likely to discourage capable teachers from accepting the challenges of working in a school like mine, thereby leaving our struggling students even more vulnerable. In order to achieve, these at-risk students need highly competent teachers and the stability of teachers who are passionate about working with them. The reality of what a school VAM score may do to their career may dissuade teachers from staying in or applying for positions in high-need schools like my own, therefore leaving these schools with a revolving door of teachers with a mobility rate to match that of the students.